Happy Arvo. Thank you for joining me today. 5 things Australia does better than the US of A, my homeland. I'm going to try to not take this too personally. I mean, shoot, I can name 5 things right now. Firearm regulation, healthcare, cost of education. You guys throw boomerangs better. You got kangaroos. All right. Let's see what the actual, well, I mean, according to top lists, go check out their channel. You know, oh wow, 700,000 subs. That's pretty good. This ought to be a great video right here, folks. All right, let's watch. Enough of the BS. My computer has gotten slower. How is that a thing? I don't understand. Isn't it the same little microchips in there?
The US might pride itself.
Excuse me, I was talking. I literally played the video like before I started that rant. That's how slow it is. All right, let's go.
The US might pride itself on its can-do attitude and
yeah, so what of it? Can do.
Americans might think that the USA is best at everything.
No, wouldn't say that.
But this is simply not the case. In fact,
hey, isn't that kind of subjective?
Many countries surpass the United States in a great variety of activities. Australia is one such country. A huge country, yet sparsely populated, Australia outstrips the United States in a number of areas. And to find out what those areas are, we present to you the 5 things Australia does better than the United States.
This guy's voice is interesting. It's like a radio voice, but he says some words that like together, almost like he sounds like an alien. Sometimes. I'm just saying. I'm just making a conspiracy that this man who runs this channel might be an alien. Also, you have this kind of outer spacey vibe here.
Things Australia does better than the United States.
Okay. Hey, you gotta hand it to them. They're way better at having venomous snakes. Like, that live there. They're way better at that. That's a good point.
When it comes to dangerous, venomous animals, no country in the world can beat Australia, and certainly not the USA.
This is the dumbest reason. That's why they're... Come on. There's plenty of reasons why Australia is better. Like, there's a lot of things they're better at. Better beaches. Better healthcare. The fact that you're more likely to die from a snake bite, that should not be the first thing on the list.
Not only does Australia have more deadly snakes than the USA, it has the most dangerous and venomous ones in the entire world. With a total of 140 venomous land snakes,
I mean, it is cool.
Further 30 venomous sea snakes, Australia takes the prize.
Damn.
When compared to the paltry 20 venomous species of snake in the United States. The inland taipan.
What an embarrassing number. 20 for us over here. I'm embarrassed.
Is the most venomous land snake in the world, and its bite means instant death without antivenom.
Well, you gotta hand it to him. That's epic, man.
With a mortality rate of 100% if left untreated. And
oh, if left untreated.
It lives exclusively in Australia. By way of contrast, the most dangerous...
I'm not going to those...
Untreated.
I'm not going there. Those don't really look like inhabitable anyway. Like, even from this satellite image, you can just tell these snakes live in the absolute blistering heat of the desert. There's no green.
Exclusively in Australia. By way of contrast, the most dangerous venomous snake in the United States is the eastern diamondback rattlesnake, and the mortality rate from a bite lies at only 30%.
Wow, 30%. Cringe. And you call that a deadly snake?
Australia's...
If you want to die from a snake, Australia's the place to be.
Simply has no competitors in the department of lethal serpents, and the United States lags woefully behind here.
That is woeful. More mineral resources. Yeah, you guys, actually I was thinking about that, you know, mining. Better mineral miners.
Compared to many countries, especially the United States, Australia has
Especially that shitty United States.
a comparative advantage in the production of mineral commodities. This stems from a rich and diverse mineral endowment, high-quality regional-scale geoscience information, which lowers the risks of exploration, advanced exploration, mining, and processing technologies, a skilled workforce, and generally benign physical conditions and low population density. These factors mean that modern mining can be undertaken in line with increasing community expectations for environmental and social performance. Moreover, Australia
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what he just said. I started zoning out for a second. Like, I was still thinking, trust me, I was still here in the video. I was just thinking about, like, the snakes. But I was also listening to him, and I don't know what the hell he just said.
simply has more and better mineral resources when compared to the USA. Australia
Hey, I'll hand it to you. That's kind of like luck, though. Like, let's be honest. I mean, that's cool, but it's kind of just like, lucky you.
is the world's leading producer of rutile, zircon, bauxite, iron ore.
What are these things?
The second largest producer of alumina, gold, lithium, manganese ore,
Go. Lithium, there we go. Battery.
lead, and zinc, and the third largest producer of uranium, and the fourth largest producer of silver, nickel, and black coal, and possesses $1.588 trillion worth of metal and ore reserve. The USA, on the other hand, does not meet Australia in
Hey, Indiana.
any of these categories, with the exception of gold, and only holds a measly $613
Cringe. Measly.
billion total in mineral and ore
I am embarrassed.
reserves. Not even half of
It is cool how Australia is that rich in minerals and stuff.
what Australia has. So if you want to get rich mining, Australia, not the USA, is the place to be.
Better at cricket. I cannot believe. You know, I'm happy they're not just saying healthcare, education, this kind of thing, because, you know, regulations. Because we all know that these are unique. I gotta hand it to him for that. You guys are better at cricket. Well, I don't know if any Americans ever played cricket, so maybe, I don't know. We'd have to at least put a team together and have them face off. But safe to assume you guys would win.
Unsurprisingly, Australia outpaces the USA by a long shot when it comes to the sport of cricket. In fact, historically, Australia
I have a lot of videos, by the way, back when this channel was a baby, before it was even about Australia, of me watching cricket. So if you want to watch me watch cricket for the first time, check out the archives if you are so inclined.
has had the best cricket teams in the world,
I think I have a playlist for it.
hands down. The United States is so bad that no team from the United States has even
Damn.
made it onto the top 10 cricket lists of the world. People actually do
Top 10. I mean, if you make it in the top 10, that's a big accomplishment. Because there's a lot more than 10 countries. Of course we haven't made it in the top 10. Nobody, I don't know a single person. I've never played cricket. I don't know a single person who's ever played cricket. I don't know of any cricket fields. I don't know where to buy a cricket bat. We don't play cricket. But I just feel like he's coming at me a little hard here. He's like, you're not even top 10 ever in the world.
play cricket in the United States, though it is not nearly as popular as it is in Australia. But facts are facts, and the United States
That's true. Facts are facts. You guys are better.
is just far worse at cricket than Australia ever has been, or likely will be.
Likely will be. Hey, we could pick it up. More sheep meat produced. More sheep meat production and consumption. You guys are way better at eating sheep. Once again, these are not the facts I expected, but I'm here for it.
The United States marginally surpasses Australia in terms of beef production, although Australia comes close, but it does not hold a candle to the number of sheep it has, or in terms of the sheep landing on people's plates. In fact, the USA is nowhere to be seen in terms of sheep-related matters, whereas the land of Oz is always in the top 5. Australians consume a whopping 16 pounds of lamb meat per capita and are the world's number 2 country.
In their lifetime? 16 pounds per capita. That must be per year. That would be a lot. I mean, I know about Lamb Day. 16 pounds per capita per year? Wow. You guys eat a lot of sheep. I've never had lamb. Well, maybe, you know, I have. I've had lamb. I don't know if I have.
In terms of sheep rearing, just after China. Cheap, delicious, and affordable. If you want good lamb, you have to go to Australia, and we'll have to settle for beef or chicken in the United States.
I would be curious to try some lamb and some roux. More livable cities.
In the area of the most livable cities, Australia has the United States beaten by a wide margin, with Melbourne being consistently ranked the most livable city in the world.
I've heard that.
Since 2000.
It's kind of ironic that we have
11.
Yeah, reasons Australia is better than the US. 1, we have the most deadly snakes in the world. 2, we have the most livable cities in the world. It's kind of like an oxymoron that you have that on the same list. I'm just saying. But I guess the snakes are not in Melbourne.
Adelaide being ranked 5, and Sydney being ranked at 13. Guess what? Not a single American city makes it to anywhere close to these Australian cities.
Damn.
Well, I suppose it's time for...
Not even close? Damn.
For all of us to move to Australia then. For more time...
I mean, I guess I'm not surprised. I don't really like American cities that much. I mean, you know, like Nashville is cool. There's cool cities. I'm not saying there's not, you know, like it's cool. New York City is cool, but it's just can be dangerous, you know, at night and stuff. Some weird things happen there, so yeah. Okay, well, that was a surprisingly refreshing list. You guys got us beaten more ways than I even thought possible, including most deadly snakes. So you can take that home and sleep well tonight. Thank you for watching. Happy Arvo, guys. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope to maybe see you again tomorrow. If you want to be here, you could subscribe, or you don't have to, because you might not want to. And but hey, I probably wouldn't if I was you either. Like, I don't subscribe to anybody. It's just recommended. Anyway, have a great day and goodbye.